What's going on, YouTube? You're watching Brian with Ventures Unclear. Last night, I took y'all out with a ride around with me to be a taxi, because that's what I do. My goal was $130. I made $137 on Sunday night into Monday morning at 1 a.m. whenever I completed the shift. Now, I went back out at 4 a.m. on this morning, which is Monday morning, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. And my goal was to make $63. And when I went out this morning, I made $73. So I'm $10 over what I'm supposed to be making. Now, tonight, seeing that I was over $10 and I should make $100 per shift, now on average I should make about $90 is what I'm supposed to make. Problem is I don't really care to so much for driving in the rain. All that's doing is causing me and the business that I do with me more of a liability on the road. Now, it isn't raining too hard. I don't think that liability issue is going to be an issue. So I'm going to go ahead and actually try to do this tonight. Now, the rain was supposed to let up at 8 o'clock, but it let up a little bit sooner. But now, it's like I'm getting another cluster of clouds that are coming over, and I'm hoping that doesn't put me in a big problem. If it does, well, shit. I'm going to go ahead and get the Uber app started and see what I can get. So I got a $12.27 match. I don't know if I'm gonna get it because it usually takes me a little bit of time to read. I just don't punch. Already taken. Wasn't a bad ride. Sounds like it's slow tonight. $4.18. Let's see if we can get it. I clicked that one pretty quick just because it was something. All requests are taken. Please try again. So that would have been at least a good starter. I got the same one because it's like somebody didn't want it for some reason. And it looks like I'm doing the 4.
Road North.
It looks like I'm going to where I tried the first time. It was like $4 and something cents, I think 18 cents. Alright, so I'm on my way to go pick up this customer. It's going to take 3 minutes, and it's only not even a mile away. So I just got a trip for $5.90 after dropping them off. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Everything seems to be calm right now, but the clouds are kind of hanging low.
In a quarter-mile turn right on North Tarrant Parkway using the right
So
lane.
yeah, I'll check up with everybody whenever I get this trip done. Probably. So this customer here, I think, just added a stop to their route, and it's making the earning $6.36. So just adding that in. 3 minutes to pick her up. Okay, so that trip is all completed. I am now off to a trip that I was given for $6.13 if I actually get there before they cancel, because this was one of those, this last trip was one of those trips where they added the stop where I had to take her to like a little pet store to get something inside the pet store, and then I had to take her home. So she was in the pet store a little bit longer than I expected, and that's whenever I got the trip.
In a quarter-mile turn left on North Tarrant
Parkway. Like I said, I'm hoping that I can get there before they cancel this trip, and then $6 more. So, quick update to everybody. I'm going to turn this on. I do have a share ride for $8, I think, and 12
Turn left
cents,
on Chapman Road.
Plus, I think a $5.93 ride. Is going into an area that I don't really want to go into. So after the share
Turn
ride is over,
left on Chapman Road.
I'm going to push stop on this and get back over here in my area. Oh, by the way, that last trip that I did where I had to take the one girl to that pet store, she gave me a $3 tip. So that gets added on to today's income. Okay, everyone, so I just got done with that 3-person share ride. I really hate share rides because it just makes everybody in the car feel uncomfortable. But they add up to be pretty good money. That ended up being a $23.20 share ride. And then I got another $3 tip on top of that with the first pickup that I had, but second drop off. The first pickup was a girl that needed to be dropped off somewhere near the homeless shelters because she was some kind of janitor. That's what she was telling me. She tipped me even though I got her to work 3 minutes late, but that's Uber's fault, not mine. I didn't put all this in queue. The second one was a guy. I picked him up and dropped him off at an apartment complex. And then the next one I picked up at a gentleman's club and dropped him off over in the worst area you could possibly be in here in Fort Worth. Or it wasn't in it. I wasn't like the pool of it, but I was on the outskirts of that area, and That's not where I want to be. So right now it's 9:37. I've made a total of $45 for the evening. And I am on my way back to my territory. And I'm going to see if I can probably take a break, because I need to pee. It is 10:06. I'm just a little ahead of halfway through. I've made exactly half of my goal. I have 2 hours and 54 minutes left to Uber, and I am not in a zone where I'm ready to turn on my app yet. I'm just a little bit too close to the freeway. I want to try to get more in between. Maybe I can get some smaller rides. I mean, the weather seems to have cleared up. I just don't know about... I'm wanting to do something like get close and then maybe get a big ride that will actually do it for me at the end. That's what I'm hoping for. If it doesn't, then that's okay. But I'm going on down the road. Brake is done. I did get my Sprite chill. And then I'm going to turn back on the app and see what I can get. So this is a spot like I think I would like to turn on the app. I'm going to turn it on, see if I can get something. I'm going to drive a little bit down. I got something for $3.66. I'll take it. This is going to be... Ooh, it's terrible, terrible. I mean, they must not be going far from their pickup, but I'll take the $3. It's $3.77. Let's go do this. So yeah, on that ride, it was a mistake ride. The guy got in my car, and I guess he was a guest of somebody, and all I did was take him in a circle and drop him off at the same spot. So I got the $3 and I forget 66 cents, whatever it was. But now I do have a ride for $7.11. So I'm going to do that one, and I'll get back to y'all in a little bit. So the $7.11 trip is completely done, dropped off. Now I am going to go pick up somebody about 4 minutes away that is going to be worth $5.91. That's where I'm going. I'm getting some short trips, and they're decent because I'm able to kind of just collect.
In a quarter-mile, turn right on Glenview Drive.
So, with that being said, I'm going to go do this trip. $5.91 in the bank. $5.91 in the bank. If you follow my videos, you're going to wonder why I'm always retreating. It's just not every area is worth being in to try to pick up rides. You're not going to get them back to your area all the time. And sometimes these can take you to very bad areas that you just don't want to mess with. So, on this last trip, very, very nice guy. Unfortunately, he was at a Barnes & Noble's and he lost his keys. So that's the reason why he needed an Uber. Got a lot going on this freeway right now. So but where he lived, it just kind of brought me to a bad area. With that being said, I'm on the retreat again, and if you keep watching these videos, you're going to find out that I retreat a lot. So it's 11:15 p.m. I've made $66. And yeah, I gotta keep going. Not to reach the goal. I don't keep going to reach the goal. I will finish my last ride to the pickup no later than 1 a.m. in the morning. 1 a.m. I'm done. If they can get the ride in and I can pick it up at 1 a.m. before 1 a.m., then I'll take the ride, even if it's all the way to Dallas, which I don't want to do whenever it's that late at night. So I'll keep updating whenever I get a ride, or whenever I turn this app back on. So I last said that I had $66. I don't have $66. I have $64.19 is what I made. I was estimating, and I was close. I just overshot it a little. That means that with $64.19, I still need to make $26. And I'm about to start up the app again and see what I can get. Give me something soon. Just got to. I'm kind of thinking that I need to get something a little bit bigger. Now, I'm hoping for at least I'm hoping for something like $10, $11 maybe. That would be a little bit decent right now. Hoping something would come in before, because I'm gonna probably pull in this parking lot over here and do a waiting game to see if it'll give me anything, if or when, or maybe when I turn into it. I don't know. Alright, well, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna wait on a trip. I'll let you all know what I get, or if I get anything, in the next hour and 23 minutes. So I just got an $18.63 trip. So that should put me at 82. And we'll see where we end up going from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to this customer and pick them up, and hopefully I can get the $18, because this is 24 minutes just to pick him up. We'll see. I think he's gonna cancel though. So what I've done now is that last trip was a little bit more than what I expected.
Turn right on Beckley Robertson Road.
Instead of $18 and I don't remember how many cents, it ended up being $19.06. $19.06. Now, as I was dropping him off, I got another trip for $16.33. I'm going to Denton to drop off on this one. I had to take it because I have to make my goal. I don't have to, but I want to make my goal. But it's 12:42 in the AM. It's going to take me 14 minutes to pick him up. So this is definitely going to push me over my goal. I've been keeping y'all updated with everything that I'm doing. But just to let everyone know, I'll recap after I get him dropped off whenever I go pump gas in my shift. Well, everyone, it is 1:58 in the AM. It is now officially Tuesday morning, May 6th. Well, it was that way an hour and 58 minutes ago, but I survived Cinco de Mayo. I reached goal again. Now, you're going to see me not reach goals on this channel, I promise you. I got fortunate tonight. I started out with those small trips just like what I wanted because of the little sprinkles that were coming down that I thought was going to get heavier. Then, towards the end, I kind of made up for it with a couple of real big rides. Yeah, that's how it happened. So, at this given time, I've done 3 shifts. And I've made $305. That means I am $5 over. Now, if I looked at the weather correctly, I think it was supposed to start pouring down rain again at about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, something like that. I don't think that I'm going out this morning. If I do, it will only be for an hour or two. And I'll update whatever I make there. So at this very moment, I'm only $5 over. So I think tomorrow night I do start a new shift. And tomorrow night, tonight I'll start a new shift. Tonight I'll take a new shift. And you can figure that I would be, if I've made $305, then my goal tonight will be $95, depending on if I get any tips or anything that come in that helps that flow of money that's coming in. But anyways, I'm going to leave it here for today. I'm going to go get gas. I think I'm going to get me a couple hot dogs from Quick Trip. If you want to help me, you can do that fancy thing of subscribing, sharing the video. Don't forget to put a thumbs up on it. It'll push out the video. And leave a comment down below. You got questions? Leave the comment. Other than that, we'll see you next time.